This is Kuba from Bieganie.pl and we have Fernanda Maciel here. Hi Fernanda, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Okay, you have been training on the race course for the last days. How is the course this year?
Well, it's my third time here because
Yeah.
I love this place. It's the race and always the Dolomites and the atmosphere that we have in this race. And I came in Friday, so I trained Friday and Saturday. In the last part of the race, I already know the trails, but it's really good for me if I know the last part, and especially because I love the Valley Travernasses. That is the long valley and beautiful valley, really deep, that we have here, and it's really wild. So I think for me it was really good to train there, to see how many times the time that I spend running there, and what's the water sports that I can have, and just to be like blessed to be in this really nice place.
Yeah. You are one of the race favorites, but the competition is also strong with the French medalists of the recent EAU World Champs, Nathalie and Caroline, and also Francesca, who already won here. And for her, these trails are like home. So how do you feel among this field?
Well, it's no problem because we are always like in the same start line, so we are like kind friends, and it's no problem. I think if you have really good days, you have everybody, all the girls, they are in shape, they are training too much, you love nature, and it's the spirit, you know. I think the mountain is really hard, so if you start to worry about who is here against you, who is the competitor, so it's hard. I think you lose your focus. So for me, it's just the mountain, myself. I want to have a nice race, and I like to push hard myself, and that's just that. So the result is a consequence of what was my trainings, how was my mind, preparation, my motivation, and this the result of the race, you know. And all the girls, they are really good runners. I respect all, and I think we win who is more strong and more prepared.
And during the race, do you prefer to just go your own pace, to close yourself in your world, or you prefer to run with the other girls, to talk a little, to spend time together in such a long race?
Well, I really wish to share more with the girls, but sometimes it's hard, you know, because each one has the life that it has. But yes, here I have been training with Yeray. He's from my team. He's a Spanish runner. And Timothy also is really good friend, and is a runner from my team as well. So it's good to run with them and to share some thoughts and feelings in the mountain. I think this is really good. But before the race, I really like to be in my place, to have my meditation, to focus in each part of the race. For me, this is really important to make this move inside my head. Then the race starts to be flowing, so it's good.
Yeah. What I actually meant was that already during the race, when the race is already started, in your run, do you prefer to stay with the other girls for the first kilometers to pass and get into the mood, or from the beginning you are just running your own pace?
I make just in my own pace.
Yeah.
I know that I have some friends like Nuria Picas, and she always she wants to be beside me, and then she passes. I hate that with my friend, but I hate that. Or she's behind me like just this, and then she passes like fuck. But it's yes, I prefer my own because it's my race, you know, and I don't want to worry about the others. Maybe this is not working, but it's my style, and I like that.
Sure. Last year you had great results in the Ultra Trail World Tour, with second in Mount Fuji, third in Trans-Gran Canaria, and TNF Australia,
Yes.
and fourth at UTMB. What are the goals for this season? What is your schedule for this year?
This season I do Lavaredo, then Ultra Trail de Mont Blanc, and then Diagonal de Fou. But depends how I am in this race, and yes, how will be the other focus, no? And yes, I was in second place last year, so I need to push hard this year because it's more competitors and more high level, and it's still I want to fight to be the champion. So let's see. I think it's step by step. Like now, my focus is Lavaredo, so I want to think about Lavaredo, and after let's see. But yes, I prepare for do Lavaredo, Ultra Trail de Mont Blanc, Diagonal de Fou.
Mm-hmm. In the beginning of this year, you attempted to set a speed record on Aconcagua, right? And can you tell us a little about this?
Yes, it was an amazing experience. It was my first experience in like 700 meters high, and I love that because imagine each training I was like climbing 5,000 meters. But yes, I was really motivated and like pushing hard each day, each training. But it's you feel like your muscles are ready because you have this preparation, but your organism during day by day they are getting sick because it's really high altitude. So in the second and third week I was really strong, so I could run in 6,000 meters. But then after the third week I was like going down, and in the day of the record I was really sick. Before the start I was like with fever, like with how do you call it? Well, I was feeling like so sore inflammation here, and you don't have a doctor because it's a wild place. So a bit of dehydrated because each day over there you need to drink 7 liters of water. So it's like everything is new, and you need to really to take care of your body and your health, and the condition is not good because the high mountains are really wild. So this is really complicated. So next year I come back, I try again, and with less time, less days. So I'd like to spend just 3 weeks there and not almost 2 months. I spent there like almost 2 months. So that was my mistake. During the record, I was feeling really good, but when I arrived in 6,000 meters, I couldn't walk because I didn't have energy at all, and I need to go down.
Okay. Apart from being a runner, you are also an expert in sports nutrition. Tell us, how do you deal with nutrition during the race? What kind of food and drink you use? What works best
I
for
think
you?
it's during the race you need to think in 2 things that's really important. One is carbohydrates, because the carbohydrates give to you energy to keep it going, and also the water and salt. The mineral salt is really important. So some people they just drink water, but then they get dehydrated because can be too much water or not too much water. But you really need the salt, mineral salt, the magnesium, the sodium, that's the salt. And this is really important. So I think if you have the carbohydrate by hour, by 40 minutes, so you cannot go down with your energy, and also the drink, also the hydration. So if you are having water and mineral salt, you can keep it going. You have a health condition during the race.
Do you prefer sports food like gels and sports bars, or do you prefer like real food?
It depends of the race. I think if it's short race, like in half marathon, you can have just shells. There's no problem. But for ultra, it's longer race. Like here, the Ultra Trail World Tour is longer race. It's more than 15 hours race. So in this kind of race, you really need solid food. So just gels is not enough because it's too much liquid inside your stomach. So like solid food like potato, or white rice, or some natural bars. So this is really good, helping you to have something in your stomach that can keep you in a good with a good stomach to finish.
Now I would like to ask you about your training, because you have great experience in adventure races, other multi-sport events. Do you include other sports in your training? How does your weekly schedule look like?
Yeah, I include the road bike because in the Pyrenees it's really nice roads over there to go up and down. So that help me a lot to have good quadriceps, strong quadriceps, and just to change a little bit. I think it's too much run is not so good. And I really like to climb, but this year I've been really busy and I didn't climb a lot. But climb is really good as well, like a training for my mind. And yes, I think both sports is good. And the mountain skiing, I love that, but I'm Brazilian, so I don't ski too much. I'm a really bad skier, but I try each year.
And you know this course Lavaredo well enough. You won here already in 2011. And what do you think is the most special, most characteristic, or for you the most special thing about Lavaredo?
It's the landscape. It's like it's just unbelievable. All time I want to cry. During the trainings here, I was like, I need to stop many times. That oh my God, thanks so much, thanks life, thanks all the time. I need to say, I'm really thankful for everything because it's just unbelievable for me, for my eyes. It's incredible. It's like you feel really are you deep inside in the valley, deep inside with the contact with the nature. It's like amazing. It's just amazing. I love nature, and here it's like just perfect. You cannot believe how they are so perfect and so nice. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, and that leads us to the last question. That you are also a speaker. You give presentations on your philosophy, to be summed up with being more positive. Can you tell us a little about it? What does it mean for you?
Yes, because I think it's like we train a lot the body, but sometimes you forget to train your mind and to train your passion. And I think you really need to train that as well, because if you start to observe the thoughts that you have in your mind, maybe 99% is negative.
Yeah.
So you need to train that as well. Just not training your legs, but training your mind, your head is very important, and I think this is the key. And to observe how your emotions work as well in your heart, it's very important as well. So if you try to take out these bad thoughts and bad feelings, bad emotions, and you start to train to have just good ones, so I think you are in a good way, in a positive way, in moving positive. So then everything is flow and everything is good.
Yeah, we could learn from
it's
you.
Really hard.
Yeah, we
like
could.
to say this is really easy, but it's so hard. When you start to observe, you are in shock because it's just bad thoughts that you have, and the thoughts is always in the past or always in the future, never in the present. So they don't work. So to keep our thoughts in the present, in the positive, is really hard. But I think this is training as well, and you need to try each day to do this.
Yeah, we could learn a lot from you, because we Polish people are sometimes being too much negative, always complaining, and this is what I learned when I practiced capoeira from the Brazilians, that they were so positive. It was awesome.
It's the capoeira. It's a mix of fight and dancing, and it's a philosophy. And yes, I learned with them as well that it's everything. It's happy, and they are poor people, poor people, black people, and they don't have anything, and they are so happy. They are so happy. That is incredible.
Yeah.
I did capoeira in the favela, and with the poor people around there. And yes, that was one of the things that I learned. They are always happy, and they don't have anything, nothing. Yeah. They cannot eat, but they are always happy, and this is the positive view of the life.
Yeah, and that makes you appreciate more what you have, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the very last question. Tell us about the gear you use. I mean, for example, the backpack or the shoes.
For this race?
Yeah.
For this race, I'm using cardiac shoes. Pro Racing Trail Run socks is the Comfort Sport, and the cardiac shoes is from the North Face. And I have, I don't know if I use a short from the North Face or a caprit. It's more long trousers. And then a jacket. What's the name of the jacket? It's
the Storm Stow, the light one?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Storm
Stow.
Storm Stow
Okay.
from the North Face as well. This is really light, and this is amazing, really protect. I've been in Aconcagua as well with the same jacket. And yes, dry fit t-shirt like this, and yes, and some buff to keep warm my head, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
And we keep our fingers crossed for the race.
Thanks. Thanks a
So
lot.
good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks.